This is the exact protocol that I use to be able to work for 12 hours plus every single day without a single distraction and actually be productive for those 12 hours as a young entrepreneur. And even when I was a student, getting a 4.0 GPA in university and crushing my competition, to say the least. So there's two parts to this that actually make the work easy. Matter of fact, I remember last week, it was Thursday, and I had gone an entire 10 hours. Now granted, I don't fast or anything, but I went 10 hours without eating a single thing of food. And it wasn't until I stopped working that I realized I was hungry. But the entire 10 hours, I didn't even realize I was hungry because I was so caught up in the work. I was enjoying the moment. Imagine if you could enjoy the moment. Imagine if you could enjoy the work that you so dread doing now. What would your life be like if you were actually able to enjoy the work that you need to do every single day? Right now, describe it, visualize it. What would your life look like if you were able to enjoy it? If you're able to actually be productive for 12 hours and enjoy the process, what would that look like for you? Well, I'm going to share with you how I do it in 2 simple steps so that you can actually enjoy it and live that life you want. So number 1 is I've began to fall in love with the process of what I'm doing. I've removed myself from the end goal of what I'm trying to achieve. So in school, I would remove myself from getting an A on the test. And funny enough, when I did that, not only did it take pressure off me, but it allowed me to focus on the present moment and what I was actually trying to achieve. So instead of being caught up on what I didn't know, or the test that was tomorrow, I would be present in the moment on what I was focusing on. And I started to fall in love with the process of learning. The process of becoming great, the process of building, to enjoy the moment. The man who loves running will always, and I mean always, run further than the man who wants to run just to finish the race. Always. As a matter of fact, look at these guys behind me. Steve Jobs was famously known for loving what he did. For loving what he did. For falling in love with the process, because guess what? Business is so hard as it is that if you don't love what you do, you'll give up. Because it's so damn difficult. And so the first step I made was starting to enjoy the process, which is difficult at first because we're so attached to the outcome of what we're trying to achieve. Right? We're so attached to this outcome of, man, I want to get A's on my test. I want to make 10K a month. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do that. And like that's fine, but it takes away from the moment. When you get to that goal, guess what? You're going to go reach another goal. When you climb that mountain, you're going to climb another mountain. Because guess what? Right now, you've already achieved goals you said would make you happy. Reflect and ask yourself, have I achieved anything that I said would have made me happy in the past? And the answer is yeah. For most of you, yeah. Which begs the question, when will you be truly happy? Is it really that next mountain? Is it really that next test? Is it really that next A, that next client closed? Or was it always about the process? Ask yourself that question, but I can promise you this, that when I started to fall in love with the work I did, fall in love with the process of building great things and inspiring people, work started to become easy again. Work started to become fun. Work started to actually be enjoyable. As a matter of fact, I enjoy reading now. I enjoy sitting behind my desk for hours on end just building documents. Something I used to hate before. Something I despised. Something I wouldn't even do. I would just procrastinate and put it aside. I'd have it on my to-do list for days, for weeks at a time, until I just said, I'm not going to do it. And now I bang them out right away. Why? Because I've fallen in love with the process. However, there's something that's even more powerful than this. As a matter of fact, something I credit a lot of my success and a lot of my productivity towards, which is optimizing my environment. Optimizing my environment. I guess let me ask you a question. Could you become the best basketball player in the world if you only sat inside your room all day with no hoop? Well, probably not. Why? Well, because your environment isn't optimized for you to succeed in that particular field. Simple as that. And so what have I done to optimize my environment, to enjoy work, to work longer, and to work more productively? Well, simply put, I've removed everything that would distract me from doing the things that I should be doing. That's it. So on my desktop, for example, which you can't see right now, on my wallpaper, that's all I have. I don't have applications, I don't have folders, I don't have pictures, I have nothing but a blank wallpaper. That's it. On my desk bar on the bottom, I only have 4 applications. The 4 applications I use on a day-to-day basis that help me be more productive, that help me work, which is Slack, Discord, Finder on Mac, and then Google Chrome. On my Google Chrome tabs, I only have the things bookmarked that I need to use on a day-to-day basis that get me to where I want to go. I've blocked YouTube. I've blocked different search results. I have removed every single distraction possible so that it doesn't trigger me to act a certain way. In my room, on my desk, I have nothing but a notepad, a pen, and blue light blockers. Oh, and my water bottle, actually. That's it. Why? Because I don't need anything else here, because it distracts me from doing what I need to do. I've optimized my environment for the thing I want to become. There's a quote I have written on my whiteboard behind you over here, which says, optimize your environment to make what you want to do the only option. For example, if you wanted to become the world's best runner, you know the easiest way to do that? It would be to get rid of everything in your house, get rid of everything in your room, get rid of everything you own, except for running shoes, running clothes, and live on a track or live somewhere where you can run. That would be the easiest way to do that. Why? Because you simply have no other option but to do that thing. If you can create the work you want to do as the only option that you have, it becomes a lot easier to do the work. Let me give you an example. Imagine if you lived in a blank room. It was blank. There's nothing in it except for a bed with no color at all, just a bed, okay? And for 1 hour a day, you got to go cold call or have a cold shower, or I don't know, just name something that you find difficult to do now. Do you think you would find that thing exciting and do that thing well? Well, probably. And why is that? Well, it's simply because you do nothing else except for that thing. And when that's the only thing you do, when that's the only thing your environment is optimized for, it becomes easier to do those things. Even if they didn't force you, if they just let you, if they let you cold call for 1 hour a day, you would probably do it. Why? Because it's fun. Because you've optimized your environment to make those things the main thing. And so simply put, if you can optimize your environment, and I'm talking physically, I'm talking mentally, like I'm talking everywhere, like your desktop, your physical location, the people you hang out with, everything. If you can optimize it all for the things that you want, you will live a better life. Optimize your calendar for the life you want to live. Optimize your room for the things you want to do. Optimize your desktop for the work you want to get done. You don't want to go on YouTube? Remove everywhere where you can access YouTube. You don't want to listen to music? Remove everywhere you can access music. Remove your AirPods. Get rid of your speakers. Like, do what you need to do to make those things impossible. You want to read more? Get rid of everything in your room except for books. It becomes impossible not to read when the only thing you can do is read, right? And so if you can just optimize your environment, you can get more done without even trying to, because it becomes the only option. Simple as that. I can give you 100 more productivity hacks. As a matter of fact, if you join my free school community, there's a call recording in there where I do give a bunch more productivity hacks that I've personally used to be more productive. Those two are by far the best ones, because they fundamentally actually change the way you work. So without having any tactical tips that may work for a day or two, they fundamentally change the way you work and see work, which then makes it easier to do. I hope that makes you more productive. And if you can follow what I said to a T, optimize your environment for the thing you want to get done, and love the process while doing it, you will work so much, you will forget to eat like myself. Good reminders to eat, because it is good for you. Okay? Hope you enjoyed. Hope this helped. And if you want to hop on calls with me, ask me questions, join my free school community. Okay, join it. I'll see you in there. Peace.